Morning, good morning. Welcome to the final episode of my vacation documenting from our trip to England. I did a lot of little cleanups, finishings, little spots that needed a tweak. Um, got my postcards in, got my little accordion folder in. When I say little, I mean little. Got my box, my desk cleaned off a little bit. I did a lot of this. And it was like an hour and a half, and there's no way I'm going to put an hour and a half video up. So I fast forwarded the whole thing, and I was already going to do a voiceover because there's a tree guy up in the front of our yard working on our neighbor's tree, and so it's loud. Everything's banging here. But I got all my journaling in and uh, finished this book up, and I have to say, this was fun. This was a lot of fun. Um, it's very simple. There's nothing, there's no major architecture of pages. There's a couple tip ins here and there that overlap each other, which was fun doing. But other than that, I mean, it's not really, the journaling is simple, simple, simple. Um, but I mean, this is typically the way I made my old um, scrapbooks, but in a smaller version. There are things that you can't put in because it is tiny, but it makes you think harder in a good way. I got a dog page in, which I wanted to. We saw lots of little mutts. We saw a couple corgis. We saw lots and lots of spaniels. This did not work out, but I ended up still being able to use the paper. I was trying to make a pocket for my postcards, but unfortunately, I'm challenged by angles and it didn't work. So I wanted it to be at the bottom of the page, but I wanted the paper to be upright and I wanted it to be a triangle. That wasn't going to happen. So anyhow, I got it in here. Then I had this, it took me 3 tries to get the postcards in, spoiler alert, but I still used it all and was able to get it down, and am happy with the results. And just as I thought, this volume turned out to be as thick as the other volume, just because there's the postcards and a lot more. Yep, no, those don't fit. A lot more slight waterfalls of postcards and things like that. So this was the very last bit of ephemera. This is where I started to needed to clean off this surface so that I could figure out what needs to go in here, what can't go in here, what is redundant, da 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 da. A couple things that I wanted to include that I had forgotten. I just kind of put them at this last page, and it's kind of like a oh gosh, I can't think. The last tidbits left page. I can't think of anything else to call it, but it's going to be the last tidbits page. And separating things that need to go on my Hobonichi now that I can put more in there. I'm just going to put some more stuff on blank pages. I might even do a smashing of London stickers on a blank page in my Hobonichi, and that way I've used them. My Hobonichi is pretty. It reminds me of my trip to London in 2024, England, and just cleaned off my desk in the best sort of traveler's notebook sort of way. But I really love how this turned out. It was a lot of fun. It takes me a couple days to get my mojo, but once I got my mojo, I felt like I was doing fine. I got everything in it. Yes, would I love mine to be major, architecture going on some of these pages, and when I mean architecture, not the buildings, but strategy with paper. That is not. I love it. I love to look at it, but it doesn't reflect me, and I think I need to reflect me. And so I'm happy with the way this comes together, and this is more me. A little bit of collaging of stuff, like on this page, a lot of pictures, a little bit of stories, a lot of, just memories and memories. To have it architecturally pleasing and these great, tip-ins and great, see-through pages. I tried to do a couple of them, but I'm just not good at it, and I have to. That's not true. I probably could do it if I practiced a little bit more, but this reflects me, and that's what I really wanted to come across. So I love it like it is. Um, Too bad I didn't have my book in frame, but I got my postcards on this page. Even managed to get the accordion book on this page. Um, but I really thoroughly and utterly enjoyed making it, and I enjoy looking at all of your comments every day on, oh, I like that page, oh, that reminds me of this, or what. All your different comments all every day make me smile from ear to ear. um, and sometimes I have glue from ear to ear, sometimes I have smiles from ear to ear. uh, Reading the comments makes me smile from ear to ear, and that's a very nice thing to have happen almost every single day from you guys. So I appreciate that so much. And the this process, the filming process, is as much creativity and as gluing paper to paper. It makes me happy, and it's part of my process and part of my therapy every single day. Art therapy every day, highly recommend it. You don't need to have a fancy, phone booth paper to put your postcards that you wrote to Winston Churchill in, but if you can do it, do it. It's fun. It's fun. And there's my little tiny accordion, and all these little tiny pictures are just repeats of pictures I've already put in the book, but I've made them teeny, teeny, tiny. And they're just on paper, and I'm getting them in this little tiny accordion, which is one of the projects I made while I was waiting for my pictures to get here. And this is, doing this for an hour every day and then editing for an hour every day just really floats my boat. And my boat has a deep hole, and it makes me happy every single day. And a lot of people can't say that. So, enough of the mushy stuff. But I did get it. I was going to do a tip in, but I mean a final flip through, but I've done several of them throughout the month. 33 days, I've done several of them. So I feel like, one more might be a little redundant. And tomorrow, and I'm not starting on the first of the month, which is really going to throw me off. Because I'm used to starting my projects on the first of the month, and that's just crazy. But that's just the way I roll. And I'm making a little pocket out of vellum, and yes, I'm putting it over that other stuff, but it's vellum. When you pull the book out, you can still see what's out underneath it. And I got everything on this one page, and it works for me. So yeah, tomorrow I am starting Halloween play. I'm by no means starting a journal, and I'm by no means creating a blueprint for myself. I'm just going to play, which probably involves jelly plates and painting and, that kind of stuff until the 1st of October. So I found some more receipts. Ay, ay, ay. They're going to go in here. They're just going to go in the back. But I'm so looking forward to October. Still tweaking a couple things in my head of what I want to do. I know it should already be all settled and can't change my mind again. But I think I'm going to make it really kind of zany, which matches me in a great sort of way. This page is the last bit of airport ephemera coming home through JFK and the hotel we stayed at in New York overnight. So much fun. And wow, I have 2 volumes from England. I didn't think it was going to take 2, but I'm thrilled with the 2 that I have. And having the best fun in this thing. It was just great. It was just great. I don't know what people do when they come home from vacation and you can make the photo books, and I like those. I really do like those. And I've been tempted to just do those also and have a more, just here are my pictures. and then I don't have to save all my pictures. Um, I don't know. The jury's still out. Um, but so much fun, so much fun. And then I took some washi tape from one of you, and it reminds me of the lettering in the airport. And I'm I'm through with England. Would love to go back. In fact, that's how I end the book. Until I see you again, or until we meet again, or something like that is what I put on there. Um, but so much fun, so much fun. Um, but I'm ready for Halloween. Really ready for Halloween. I'm ready for orange and black. Really ready for orange and black. Can we do orange and black crowns and orange and black castles? Hmm. 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 Orange and black art, perhaps? An orange and black mystery? Oh, I don't know. I don't know. Let's see what we can come up with and play next month. Um, which won't be a whole month because I'm starting halfway through. So that's fine. That's fine. Um, but thoroughly enjoyed this. Thoroughly enjoyed this. And I finally do my table of contents here and kind of condensed it in some places to fit it all in on this one page, but it works. I got it to work. And what a short, fast, great, jam-packed trip. The only thing I regret is that we got sick, but we could have been worse. It could have been worse. So hey, we got to see everything still, and that was great. That was great. So thanks for watching. Come back tomorrow, and we'll start off with orange and black.